Hey guys, just going to run through on MyFitnessPal and how to quickly punch stuff into MyFitnessPal. So from the dashboard, we're clicking on diary. Now remember with your diary, make sure we have the settings set up. You've got your calories right. You can go down the very bottom, click nutrients and see that your protein's set up right. So that's me, all organized. And we want to start with really dinner and your snacks. And then you want to build out your lunch and then your breakfast. And that way you're not chasing your tail, because if you start at the top and then you work your way down the list, you're going to get to dinner and you're going to go, shit, I didn't hit enough calories earlier in the day to be like, I've got to eat so much now, or I'm over my calories, or the biggest one is I'm under my protein target. And that's why I'm always saying, like, hey, map out your day in advance like you would for work and your job and everything else that's going on in your life. You know what's happening the day before, and hopefully, and you want to take care of your protein first and map out your protein amongst the day, throughout the day. So that way you're not chasing your tail at the end of the day, okay? And having to do some crazy stuff of like 3 shakes and tins of protein and, learn from all my mistakes, okay? So I'll quickly show you how to punch some stuff in. Now, I have like granola for breakfast, and you can then scan a barcode or whatever else, but you can search a lot of things. Now, you need to use the kitchen scales to start with. They're going to be your best friend for the next sort of 4 weeks until you can start eyeballing it and get yourself wrapped around it. And I used to struggle a lot at the start, but that's where I save a lot of things as my meals. So you'll see here, like I just save everything, right? Because I eat the same shit, so I just make my life simple. Is just punch everything in here. So if I'm having pizza, whatever it may be, and then I can just adjust the quantities. So I'll show you more about that, okay? That's what we're here for. Okay, breakfast. Okay, I know it's like Jordan's is the brand, all right, and it's the granola, okay? Don't pick on my spelling here, all right, because I'm terrible at spelling. Okay, so Jordan's, lucky me, it's already in my history. I have about 70 grams, but I'll just show you this. I punch everything out to be like, because sometimes you'll search for stuff and it'll be in like different increments. I usually try and get everything to be like in, say, a simple serving size that I can multiply or take away from, and I'll show you why. 70 grams, that's a good size, large handful. So that's around about my large handful, so I just know that works for me. So that'd be about 300 calories, it says down here at the wheel. We'll punch in here, say 50, right? And I'll show you something. Okay, cool. So that's 200 calories. If you know your day and you need to shave calories or you need to add, I'll show you a trick, then it's like, this is where that manipulation comes in and mapping out your day in advance. Okay, the yogurt, I have yogurt with it as well. So that's the YoPro vanilla, yep. Right, here it is here. And 160 grams, I already know that. That's like, like 3-4 heaped tablespoons of yogurt. And then and that's it. That's breakfast for me. Super simple. You can eat it on the road, in the car, go, simple. Don't advocate that. But just like, on the go. And I'll show you back here on the dashboard. That's where it is punched in. Now, we can just click on these dots down here and you can copy from the day before. Like if you have this punched in from other days, so you can copy from date, being yesterday. But you can also save this as a meal. And then you can add a photo and you can do whatever you want. Take a photo of your breakfast and punch in here, name your meal, what you want to call it. So every day, you don't have to keep typing in the same shit all the time. So now we're saving time, but it's just trying to be smarter, okay? Now, I was saying to you before, if you need to add more calories, you can see I've got 3,898 calories to go, okay? So what we can do is I don't worry about adding more to my meal. All I focus on is how can I just simply tweak the quantities I've got. So I can add 70 here. Change this. Okay, 3,800 remaining. Now I'll go add food. Okay, and I'll search. Now I like fruit and I like sultanas. Terrible at spelling, guys. Sorry, sultanas. Sunbeam. Yes, that's me. And a handful, so that'd be about 50. I'll punch in 60 grams. So just in that one handful alone, right? Okay, I'll pump that up just to 70. That's a very large handful, right? That's like 200 calories. Huge. So simply what I'm getting at here, 3,600, simply by just going a tweak from 50 gram to 70 gram, which is a very large handful of sultanas, I just added myself an extra 200 calories to my breakfast without going, fuck, I need to have a whole nother meal in my day. How do I fit this all in? Breakfast just became 600 calories. Okay, easy. And that's what I'm trying to get at here. Now, if you had to shave, flip it. okay? Because you're going to go out for dinner with friends or whatever it may be, family, and you're going to have a Palmer, and when you want to enjoy yourself and you're like, I'm over in my calories. Minus the sultanas. Cut down on some of the, the granola, right? Just manipulate those numbers. That's why I always try and set them out in grams, so I can just easily manipulate and tweak a few things. Now you can see here, all right, I've got 24 grams of protein in. Perfect. Okay. I also have part of my breakfast. Just add another food. Just search, scan, right? Protein powder, true. Is what I have, the WPI mocha. Perfect. 30 grams of protein. Done. Okay? Perfect. Go back to the dashboard, right? Whatever. Save that as a meal, right? Call that breakfast. And then you just repeat the same process, okay? But you need to do this in advance. If you keep doing it like this now and you're going, shit, how much have I got left? You're going to get to the end of your day and you're going to go like, man, how am I going to hit all of these targets of my calories and my protein, okay? So I can't stress to you enough. Learn from my mistakes, and I always try and tell everyone, work out. Are you going to have some chocolate later on? Are you going to have a paddle pop? Are you going to have a fun size, Kit Kat, whatever it may be, as your soul food, like something to do, like, all right, cool, got to the end of the day. Right, for me, bit of old gold chocolate, okay, and 4 pieces of, punch that in, start. That's where I start from, okay? Tonight's going to be like salmon and potatoes and broccoli. Punch that in, okay? All right. Be smart. Work smarter, not work harder.